This episode is brought to you by Leo Bato and Associates, ang realtor na patok. This episode is brought to you by Dr. Lourdes Capulong.
Sometimes you'd meet someone on the street, single child or just one sibling, and then when you ask where are your parents, oh, they're divorced, they're separated. There's 6 of you, and your parents are still together after all these years. That's not unheard of, but that's rare.
Yes.
Very.
How much value do you give the fact that both of them are still together? Or is that something that you guys just ignored for the years?
I think sometimes it's something we take for granted just
Yeah.
because we've just, parents are always stay together, but we know so many people whose parents aren't together. And it's sad, but I mean, we understand why it happens. I mean, everyone's life is different, but I think when we really sit back and kind of take the time to appreciate our parents and the fact that they've stayed together with using faith, hope, love, and prayer to kind of keep us all bonded, it's a beautiful thing. And it's just something that we hope to promote in our own families when we have families one day. Well, me as well, Gabriel soon to be. But no, it's a beautiful thing, and hopefully we stop taking for granted because it is rare, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's also very hard, especially for the two of them, when we have to go on like these long trips. Like when we would have to go to Europe, and our mom would come with us, and my dad doesn't see my mom for a long time. It is hard.
Yeah.
He has anxiety. That's why we had a dog.
he has like PTSD of like when he knows we're about to leave. Like this past trip, like he like didn't want to have to like think about it or talk about it, but you could tell like the day that we left, he was cranking. His way of coping with us leaving is him like blasting dance music. Like that's just like his escape. So like the day that we had to go to the airport, he had that music on crank of the loudest in the house.
And you guys knew that
And we
already,
knew
yeah.
that was his way of like, he's hurting, So, but that's just the way, at least for right now, it has to be until, mom and dad can just be together and like, live in Florida, and then we can just travel on our own. But I think,
Florida,
I
good
think,
to retire.
right?
Yes.
But you know what? I think they do enjoy coming along with us and experiencing everything that we're experiencing. Actually, our mom literally said this the other day. Like we were thanking her for driving us somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And we said, thanks, Mom, for driving. We appreciate it. She goes, no, thank you. We're like, thank us for what? For why? She's like, thank you for giving me an exciting life.
Aww.
Yes.
She made me
And
cry when
yeah.
she said that. And I'm gonna cry right now.
Yeah.
I might cry. I think
yeah.
I was watching Breaking Bad in the car. I missed that part.
Yeah, 'cause he always has his
You're
AirPods
actually being
in.
pretty glossy, Jared.
He didn't even
Oh,
cry when I told him
no.
I was getting engaged.
How about you? Let's Manjo.
But I feel okay. Go.
like mom and dad, because that's important. Because this podcast, the reason why I started this podcast is to have guests be an inspiration to people watching who feel that they're alone, or like their voice is not heard, or they're probably going through some stuff, right? And hopefully there are parents watching who think that their relationship doesn't matter, and now here you guys are talking about how important having 2 parents together is, and how it helped you guys grow to become the men and women that you guys are now.
Yeah.
Let's hear it from you. Like having mom and dad together, did you take it for granted, or now that if you can reflect on it right now?
I mean, I think as we were kids, we took it for granted because, we didn't really know. I mean, like, they're married, but they're supposed to be married. But now when
In
you
our
grow
head.
up, you see, like, it's hard to be married. And you just can respect it more because you're older and you understand the struggles and temptation. It just all comes with it. And, when you get married, Dad said this, it's not like an emotion, like, it's a choice. So, like, even through all the bad times, if you aren't even really necessarily attracted to the person, you chose to be with that person, and that's what love is.
That's what Dad said.
Add to it.
No, that's so true. It is a choice because love is, it feels like it's a feeling, but the emotions come, emotions go. You may not look the same as you were like 30 years ago. Like you could get in an accident, but you still choose to be with that person. And
Right.
my dad really hit it home for that one because it really is a choice. And growing up, like I saw my parents' marriage and I wanted that, and I
Yeah,
still
we
do
all
want
do.
it, even though they're very different. My dad is very extrovert, and my mom, she's she's like in between the little Gemini over there. But they are very different, but they still work together, even though they're very different. Like, our dad can't run the school without our mom. Like, he'll be signing the students up, but she'll be doing all the paperwork on the side. They work as a team, and I think we all desire to have that one day.
So Angelique, you were very observant. You noticed that about them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because my dad, I'm very, very close with my parents.
Are you a fan?
Of them? Yes, I am.
That's nice.
She's
no?
daddy's girl.
Yeah.
This one.
And mommies. I love and I just ask them, because we ride together all the time, so I'll ask them questions, and they talk to me about real life stories and situations, but how to overcome those things. And I think they're just amazing life coaches and just amazing parents.
Amen.
Yes.
They really are.
Jared,
Yes.
Man.
you think you'll be the last one to leave the nest, or are you next
know.
after Gabriel?
Well, it depends.
Are you getting engaged after Gabriel?
I don't think so. Not yet. I don't know. We'll see about that.
But what I mean, like looking at your sibs, your
Yeah.
mom and dad, the family that you have, the career that you have.
I mean, I just can't even imagine anything without the family. Just like it'd be so boring, just being alone in the house. So
Like,
we
you
have
probably have friends who are single childs, right? Single kids.
Actually, I don't think I do. I just said yes.
No, I mean, we
One
know.
friend, his name's Sebastian.
Sure.
But they have a lot of wisdom. They know who's your friend and who's not. They
But
know
that-
things are who's meant for you, who's gonna break your heart. They know.
But
Parents know. Listen, even though if you may disagree with your parents, listen to them still, because they may have something and you might take it along with you for the rest of your life.
But I'm going back to what you were saying. I mean, just having one supportive parent does so much for you. Like what you were saying
Yeah, like
earlier
a while
before we
ago,
started
yes.
filming, it was your
That's
mom
all you
that
need
really
Yes.
sometimes.
made you want to pursue your music career. I mean, just having both
Oh,
It's just double.
really got nothing
Exponentially, yeah.
nothing against you.
then you have your
It's
sibs,
the best,
right?
best team.
Gabriel,
Yeah, I mean, whenever we do an interview together, we all have similar kind of
Answers.
answers. So I agree with all of them, and it's just like you were saying, when especially what my brother was saying, when we were younger, I guess we did take it a little bit for granted because we didn't really know better. But as we've gotten older, as we've been in relationships, and as I've been in a relationship for now 5 years, you kind of see real life situations, and it's nice to have such supportive parents to talk to who have experienced the same kind of struggles and just experiences as I have. And I love my parents' relationship. One thing I really admire, they've always made their relationship fun. They'll go on trips for their dating anniversary. They'll go on trips for their wedding anniversary and their engagement anniversary. They've always just kept it real and made it fun. So I guess when I was looking for my kind of life partner, I always wanted someone
I was
that
gonna ask that.
resembled my mom, someone
Yeah.
that was had the same. Your mom can make me cry. Just seeing how my mom is, I've always wanted a person like that, like a best friend,
Yeah.
a life kind of partner.
Yeah.
My fiance now resembles. She's her own, obviously has
Yes.
her own character, but she resembles my mom
the
a
traits,
lot.
right? Yeah.
The lot of the traits, and it's just I got very lucky to,
Amen.
and I hope to have just half of a successful relationship and marriage as my parents have had.
And I feel also it goes down to your morals too.
Yeah.
That's what truly makes, again, because the beauty will diminish, right?
Yes.
But if you can agree, having, for us, it's having a strong faith and just kind of understanding our family, because we're a crazy bunch, so someone trying to come into the family that doesn't understand what our family's about, that I feel is a big thing. But again, going back, I feel it really is the morals and the choice to be with a person is what's going to keep you guys together.